Hey guys, today I'm launching my brand new project here where I'm going to start letting other people be able to put their race shops into Motorsports Avenue. Now I want to start off by saying that this project is not going to be for everyone. I'm only going to approve a certain number of people, and once I feel like we've got to that point, I'm going to stop accepting submissions. As well, if your submission is lackluster, I might not approve it. I can disapprove of your application in many formats. So just if you really are going to do this, put some time and effort into it. Otherwise, don't even bother. As well, I will be checking through models such that you're not adding anything like an admin script or any other malicious scripts that are going to harm the game. Pretty much, if you're going to be adding a script, if you think that it's really worthwhile for you to add one, come talk to me about it first, and we can kind of decide whether or not that's necessary. Without further ado though, I'm going to teach you guys how to use this brand new model and what to do with all these blocks in which you are seeing here. So when you first open this, all the blocks will actually have white faces like this one does. I've already pre-installed some decals here, so you don't have to watch me install all these decals. But our big long block here is the trailer. And then we have the Gen 6 4-star bodies late model. Then we have the Umfra Pro Series truck. Then the Umfra Gen 4 4-star bodies late model. Then we have both the midgets here. So this is the regular midget, which will have tires on it. And then we have the worked midget, which is a type of midget where it's up on top of a little stand. This is the only like real scenery piece I'm kind of doing for you guys with the midget, just because it's something I actually use in my own shop already, so easily able to be refurbished. Then we have the micro sprint, which I have left blank here for a moment, and you'll see why. And then lastly, the dirt late model. So now the thing about these is that some of these cars, if you might know, have multiple types. So when that's the case, so for example the midget, you'll go in and when you click it open there will be a type. And traditionally this is going to tell you what all of the different types are, and you will make sure to only put in the name of the type that it actually is. So in the case of our micro sprint here, when we open this up we'll see types, and we get winged and wingless. So I'm actually going to do two of these here so you can see both of them. And we're going to go out and we're going to get our decals. So first things first, we're going to get the GTM Give Back one. And this is a decal that is meant to be a wingless. So we'll make sure to put wingless and make sure we don't have any extra spaces on there. So there's no spaces at the end, no spaces at the beginning. And then we'll come over here to the winged one and we will put that one in. And then once again, same thing here, we got to go into our type and put winged. So now both of our micro sprints are ready. And then lastly, we're going to get our decal for the 4-star Gen 4 body late model. Now, something that's interesting about these blocks is that, so for example here, this decal only has the numbers and sponsors for this car. It doesn't have the design or the body color, so to speak. So what you can actually do in this case is you can click the block and color it whatever you want. So I'm going to go with purple, and if you want to get a little extra with it, we can add some reflectance to it. So now we got this purple reflective material, and when it loads in, it's actually going to load in with that coloring. And the other thing is we need to do the same thing on the trailer, because the rear door of the trailer, as we're going to see, I'm going to make it green. This black color here affects the rear door color. So if you want the rear door to actually match your trailer, I recommend you to make it the same color that you want. So the rest of my decals, I'm not going to need to color any of these blocks because none of them have any transparent elements. But if you did want to have a transparent element, that's what you would do. So now the last thing we need to do to make this complete is, first things first, I like to delete the README, and then you're going to grab base area here. That's the name of the whole model. And you might have already done this before, but if you haven't, what you want to do is you actually want to ungroup it and still have everything selected, the asphalt, the grass, and the cars. And make sure to keep these car blocks inside the cars folder, and do not change the name of the car blocks. The script actually looks for these names, and if you change any of these names around, it doesn't know what to do with them. So after that, we're going to save it to Roblox. And to show you guys how it works, I've already made a test version, and so we're going to submit over the top of the test version. And now we're going to head on up to the spot that it would come in at. So now that we're up here, we can press play, and it's going to take a small moment for the script to go ahead and put it all in. But once it does, we get all of our cars. So as you can see, we have our wingless micro sprint with the red 51 design. We have our rocket DLM with the Blair scheme. We have the winged one with the gray give back design. Here is the worked midget, so as you can see it's up on a little stand. And then we have our regular midget. Then we have our late model here, and as you can see it does have that purple reflective material. We have our truck, we have our 4-star Gen 6 car, and the 4-star Gen 6 comes in Toyota, Ford, and Chevrolet, so that is a type that you will have to choose. Then we have our trailer, and if we go to the back we can see it has the green door, which we had talked about. So what you're going to want to do is design out your shop, put these all over the place around the shop, and submit it to me, and then there we go. We'll have your shop in Motorsports Avenue.